Hi, everyone. Welcome to Digital Experiences and Search Nav Support Groups iteration plan or not planning. What are we doing? Showing, displaying the end of the
Release.
iteration. Thank you. The release video. Um, yeah, this is not my morning, afternoon. Today is Thursday, January 12th. We'll go over what we worked on for the last 2-week period. First, I will show our mascot here. Okay, so this is Mascot that began this iteration, a little welcome back minions. And I will start. So for me, this iteration was primarily focused on the blog, the new blog repository that we're building out. So we spun up a new blog repo. I temporarily got promoted to basically CTO so that I could create a new main branch and then promptly demoted back to a regular maintainer on the repo. So now I'm able to push to that branch and it has inherited the same properties as all of the digital experience project group members. So anyone who was a maintainer in that group is a maintainer on the new blog repository. Anyone who was a developer is a developer on that repository. So that blog repo exists. There's a very basic static site on there. My next steps will be to kind of fill that out with slippers and our navigation and some content and get that going. I also fixed a little footer link mistake typo that said privacy policy in the footer instead of privacy statements. That got released with the navigation recently. And I believe that's it. Oh yeah, just general investigation for the blog repo, making sure that Nuxt is a good tool. And it seems to be. We're using Nuxt 3 with content 2, which is a nice pairing. So very excited to keep working on that. That's it for me. Next is Miguel.
Thank you. For this iteration, I did a text pack laying out the steps to create a markdown component in Storybook, also how to update an existing component. I created some issues to follow up there and continue that work in the next iteration for creating the first component of those. I also worked on getting the get started fix for the page loading too slow. There's still an issue there that we need to address, so I'll be creating a new issue to address in the new iteration for that. And I also created some MRs to delete duplicated images and also unused images. I believe that all duplicated images are already removed. But there might still be unused images that we need to look out, and for that issue, we will also need to have some options, like a kind of a small text spike for the static folder to do it in an external bucket. So I'll be doing a little bit of that, and yeah, that will be for my end. And next is Carrie.
Yep. For this iteration, I worked on looking at our analytics from our latest nav update, and then figured out and tried to think through some quick wins that we could do for updating our nav. I think what we'll do next is potentially release some A/B tests in lieu of that. But for now, I just kind of did some little tests for the UI. And then I also started an all resources page update, just looking at competitors, what our competitors do with all resources pages. And then I started a rough wireframe of that. And then I'm going to hand it off to Miracle.
So this iteration, I released a new nav. I also fixed a bug in one of our links in the nav, and I added a new redirect to our redirects file. I'm working on the 2 OneTrust GTM blocker issues. I did make some headway. I met with a senior security engineer for our country code OneTrust blocker, and we did further diagnose the problem. He also got a little bit blocked on that. So I'll be meeting with him again next week to try to resolve this issue. And then I also have a new plan of attack for our OneTrust blocker that's just in our buyer experience and dev repos. And that's it for me. I will pass it to John.
Thanks. I was on vacation on this iteration, but I returned at the half of it. I created an epic to improve and reduce duplicated code using the animation library. Right now, we are free of all that duplicated code in all the pages that we have in buyer experience. Right now, we are only initializing the animations in the layouts. So that is a good improvement. And that's it for me. Next one is Lauren. She's not here. I can speak for her. Mostly she was working on internationalization, on working with Fastly and German translation in the homepage. And that's it for her.
Perfect. Well, thanks everyone, and we will see you next time.